Big Rye, how are you?
Good. I let you off the hook today
Yep.
about the road quality because there was a point today where the roads were very bad.
Very
But
bad.
as they say in
Those
Colorado,
cool down.
if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. It's now a beautiful day. The roads don't even have snow on them anymore.
I know, it's really terrible. Maybe, yeah, we can cut this short and all meet at the DNVR bar in 15.
Ooh, just
Um,
for funsies.
just for funsies. Why not? Why not?
I think
Speaking of funsies at the DNVR bar, too much for
yeah,
you.
epic night last night. So this is a betting story, just so you guys know.
Right.
It's relevant
Right.
to the show.
Yeah.
So we got the PHNX homies in town,
Yes.
and Saul and Espo wanted to show the homies a good time at the DNVR bar. Double header, Avs, Nuggets, good times. I hate to ever say like I had a long day at work because our job is so dope.
Certainly,
But as
certainly.
far as long days at work go for me, it was a long day at work.
Long day at work.
So clock strikes 5. I'm at the bar. I'm like, you might as well start drinking. I have what is happening? Who is calling? How is this ringing?
Oh,
Somehow
you
an
getting
iPad is ringing next to me.
is it
Um,
Silt, Colorado again?
yeah, seriously. Anyways, um, let's have a couple drinks, whatever. Well, night rolls on and on and on
Mm,
and
mm.
on, and come third period of the Avs game, I wouldn't normally do this on a Wednesday night, but your boy's kind of lit. So you know, I'm thinking
Oh man.
home win streak. Bruins are kind of getting some luck. I'm
Right,
feeling the
right.
vibes for an Avs comeback win going to my account, and because of the libations that I had partaken in earlier in the night, I was feeling aggressive. So I'm like, you know what? I'm throwing 2 units on Avs to come back and win.
Sure, sure. At what
Anyways,
point are we at here?
that you're asking me for details that I do not recall.
Considering the
It's three
odds you
one,
got, it's pretty late into the third.
3-1, maybe 10 minutes left if I were to
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, right.
Um, so I punch it in, whatever. Then the Avs score to make it 3-2. Well, now I'm excited.
Mhm.
So I go in to look in my bet slip to see if there's a buyout available. And what do we have here? Somehow I've placed the bet twice. So now I'm in 4 units on the Avs to come back and win. I considered buying out one and leaving the other because I was already getting some value back.
Wow,
But the
wow.
vibes were just so good that I just decided to let it ride. And then, of course, the Avs tie it with mere seconds left. They get the win in OT. I'm going absolutely bonkers. And additionally, I make a huge payout if you can do the math there. That's 4 times 5, a little 20 unit win.
That's
Um,
big time stuff.
and then I was somehow so responsible that I took a withdrawal right then and there, right there on the spot. Bang bang, send it to my bank.
Bing bong, as they'd say in New York. Great stuff, Ryan. Really great stuff. What do the vibes say about the Avs being a team of destiny? That's kind of a great question from Cole.
Love questions about destiny. Everyone knows I'm kind of the
He's our,
destiny expert.
I would call you our destiny whisperer.
I'll accept that. Destiny whisperer. Um, Destiny speaks to me. I speak to Destiny, and
Yes.
um, I would say the Avs have a lot of destiny, but not. It's hard to have that much destiny when you're just that good.
Mm,
Destiny tends to help out the teams that need a little help. Um, and the Avs don't really need the help, but they do. Like that. That was why I was in on that last night because I'm just like this team just knows they're gonna win somehow, some way, which is like a little bit of destiny, but it's also just confidence. Like you've won 16 and straight at home. and you just feel in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, you feel like you're going to win, even when you're losing.
Yeah, and yet until the Max stuff, I really felt like okay, well, they were bound to lose eventually. That's what gets me. I think of probability where you think of destiny. But
Absolutely. Hank, of course, got in at plus 450. Has Hank ever taken a bet in the minus?
I imagine Hank is just scouring his TV for a big fave down late to jump in on with some juicy
Anywhere,
odds.
anytime.
Yeah. Yeah. He probably parlays them with other stuff. Who knows? Speaking of parlays, the homie Austin Novak going the right way and parlaying
Nice.
Joker with Makar Norris. Makar getting that game winner, still at plus 200 to win the Norris. We don't know why it was corrected from plus 175, but we shall take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, the Nuggets game feels like a distant memory to me.
Nuggets game. And yet, I feel like my parlay where I got extra grassy and went all over the 30 and 14 yoke line. He just plays a little more. The Nets keep it a little closer. We might get that, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I was thinking the exact same thing. All right. So anyways, yeah, so then I celebrated that betting win on top of celebrating the Avs and the Nuggets win. And then I had to wake up at 6:30 this morning to the news that the Broncos have hired a head coach. Let me tell you, if you can't just hear it in my voice or see it in my eyes, I'm fighting through the day.
He is
It's
fighting.
been a knockdown drag out, me versus this day. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's give out some more winners. This is what we do.
Let's do it, Ryan. Why don't you start us off?
I'll start us off. By the way, I like you wearing the green and yellow in honor of Nathaniel Hackett today.
Yes, the Hackman, all in on the Hackman. Absolutely. That's what this combo is about.
Yeah. Can you bring in the old big three? There it is.
There
all right.
it is.
We've got. I did this last time the teams were out of action. So I'm running it back. Last time both of them hit. I do feel good about one of them hitting. And because Curry is in a little bit of a slump, you can get this at such a low number that it's so tantalizing.
Everyone loves a low number.
Everyone loves a low number. Clay over 2.5 3-pointers made. He's been shooting the ball really well recently. Curry over 3.5 3-pointers made at minus 150. And then I'm going to be honest, I didn't see anything else I liked, so I just threw on 76ers minus 4. They're taking on the Lakers. Make of that what you will.
Right. You should call that like your Splash Brothers parlay. The
Splash Mountain.
Yeah, Splash Mountain. Absolutely. You like that, right?
Oh, man, it's hard to remember which one is which. Is that the one where you?
I've never been. Henry can clarify in the chat.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Boy.
Hey, he's licking a popsicle as he's watching us right now.
So a little snack pack on the side.
Yeah, snack pack, exactly. Some Lunchables for dinner. He's looking forward to that one. Henry, you brought that one upon yourself. Okay, that's not me calling you a little kid. The lollipop, I said popsicle, I meant lollipop part. That I put on you, but the Lunchables, that's Henry Twitter lore. Look that up.
That is true.
It's a deep cut. Yeah.
Splash Mountain is incredible, he says.
He would know. It's such a good bit. Yeah, no, I will. I'll take my big threes now. Thank you.
All right, let's get this thing going.
Ant, Ryan, do you know who Ant is? Anthony Edwards. Maybe you thought he had a bust face back in the day. Instead,
no.
Highlight reels left and right.
Face.
Yeah, success face. He's a bad man. And what I love about him, Ryan, he's from the South. His accent, if you ever hear an Anthony Edwards interview, phenomenal stuff.
He also just has jokes. Like he's actually funny.
Light, funny guy. Dabbles in a little hip hop. You love to see it. Anyways, averaging 22 points per game. He's playing the Warriors. He's a primetime player, Ryan. Played the Warriors twice this season. Once 9 points. You're not going to like that one. The other time, 48. I'm banking on the 48. I'm banking on the Splash Bros and crew being a little, it feels like they're having to get through their lull. We talked about NFL teams having to get through a lull, the contenders. Feels like the Warriors might have hit their lull. Yes, Ryan's having to get through his lull.
I'm right in the middle of a lull as we speak.
Exactly. Ant's gone over this back-to-back games. And I think it's just tremendous value for, again, a guy who I'm just banking on bringing out his best against a primetime opponent. Then the Seattle Kraken, man, Gruby's in goal. He's been playing better. I told you guys. And this time I'm going to take a puck line, plus 125, phenomenal value. When Rudo replaced Ryan a couple weeks back, he told us how he's not a believer in Jari, the Penguins goalie, how he thinks, that bubble will burst. I think the Kraken play him close. I think the puck line sticks. Phenomenal value there too. And Ryan, Evan Rodriguez, E-Rod, we could call him. It is. Pittsburgh Penguins as well. Shots on goal. He is top 6 in the league, averaging over 3.5. And yet, look where his numbers set, Ryan. They might have caught on to us with El Perro, El Gato, McKinnon, Makar, and the rest of the crew. Miko, of course, our favorite of all. But E-Raj, prime to pounce on against the lowly Kraken. Was intrigued by Gruby, over 28.5 saves as well in this one. So lots of action on this Seattle-Pittsburgh matchup tonight.
Let me guess. You've also got Benny Rodriguez over 0.5 steals tonight.
I don't know who that is. Just Rangers
catcher. That would be Pudge Rodriguez.
Pudge, right.
Benny Rodriguez is from The Sandlot. Benny the Jet.
Oh shit! Yeah, is really a Sandlot movie. Yeah, actually, I think that would be a well set line, don't you? Probably averaged over that.
Well, I think yeah. I mean, in his one career game, I believe he definitely has 1 steal. So he's averaging at least 1 steal per game.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the chat they're saying WTF Dre. I famously was a big Angels in the Outfield guy, so
ooh, I like Angels in the Outfield too.
Yeah,
I don't think that would hold up, but I haven't watched it. Wait, is Angels? Oh, I always get Angels in the Outfield confused with Field of Dreams because they both involve
baseball
ghosts in the outfield.
Oh man, see, I've never seen Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams is if you build it, they will come.
Angels in the Outfield is it could happen. That's the famous line.
Wow.
The poor orphans think it could happen, and it does, Ryan. Whatever hijinks it takes to make it happen, it's irrelevant.
What we should do is
that's right. Yeah,
we should make a YouTube spoof where we combine the 2 movies into one, using using clips and the trailers.
That sounds amazing. You've seen faux trailers, right?
Oh yeah, they're great.
Like the Shining. I always remember a classic Shining one that makes it seem like a hijinks romantic comedy.
I don't know why that stuff is so good to me.
It's
because
so good.
It requires so much vision and creativity to come up with something like that.
Yes, it does.
Respect to the people who put that type of content in the world. We just come on here and talk about stupid bets.
Right.
It's really easy.
Right.
But that was our philosophy about this podcast. If you build it, they will come.
Pretty much.
And it's been decent philosophy so far. All right.
Yes.
Anyways, let's wow, that out of context, that comment from Yaya is very interesting.
Well, even in context, I'm not quite sure where
we built it and Yaya joined.
Oh yes, he did.
I guess that was also the
Thank
slogan
goodness.
of the people at Fleshlight. Anyways, let's.
Absolutely. And if you don't know what we're talking about and are listening to the audio only, go on our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Oh, Mike Trout's got the fresh cut energy today.
Let's go.
Maybe we need
Let's
a fresh
go.
cut.
Go around in the chat. Good.
Maybe we need a fresh cut pick of the night for Mike Trout.
I actually think that's a great idea.
Goron is back to defend his Dallas Mavericks defense pick, pointing out that they lost Hardaway during the first half. Unfortunately, I didn't get lucky because that bet didn't hit. That would have been of all the great hits I've had this week, that would have been the best one.
That would, yeah. Ryan's been the long shot king this week. That's why Henry's tuning in.
It's true. We got Henry in the chat. All right. Anyways, if you want to partake in all these fun bets, and if you want to have some drinks and bet on the Avs when they're down 3-1, I highly recommend you do it at DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Also, as they say here, number one in the double-fisted rankings from esteemed DNVR general manager Andres Simone. And that's all you really need to know. And you also need to know that this week you can bet $5 on any NFL team. If they win, you'll get 56-1 odds, which would be better than any bet I think I've ever hit. So maybe Morikawa was a 56-1 or better, his first win.
Maybe
that feels like a lot.
I had some Italian soccer double parlay day that went really well, but I don't think either were at those odds.
Anyways, 56-1, insane odds. Bet $5, walk away with $280. $280 if you get it right. So do that over at DraftKings Sportsbook. Also, use the code DNVR when you sign up to get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000. Of course, you must be 21 or older, Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. The deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough and restrictions to apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Nicely
All right,
done,
Dre.
man. Really nicely done.
What's the dilemma? What's the dilemma of the day?
The dilemma, because tomorrow we'll have a full weekend slate. We'll have nugs to talk about. And we'll get into pick stuff. I wanted to get into some NFL specials, Ryan, because there's some value on some futures and some specials right now, and I don't want it to go underreported that it's the games tonight with US El Salvador, CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, and Yaya's giving up. You go to player props, player to score and team to win, Ricardo Pepi to score and win, plus 125. There's actually some great value on all the Yanks on there.
Pepi is like a guaranteed you're good at soccer. Like there's just no way you can't be good at soccer with a name like Pepi.
There you go.
He's basically the next Pele. 4 letters, starts with a P. There it goes.
True. It's really true. I mean, when your brand is branded as just one name, that is great stuff. But NFL futures specials, as I mentioned, Ryan, the one I like the most of all of these is name the finalists. You go into team futures under NFL, of course. Chiefs against Niners plus 225. You know I'm high on both these teams.
Okay, so you're saying wait, you're saying the combine these two teams?
Final, yes.
You've got Niners over the Rammies.
Yep.
Oh God,
Might end up being a home game for them.
I don't know how I'm going to do this, Dre. I want the Bengals to win so badly. Like,
yes, you do.
I want this more than any Broncos game in the last 5 years.
Now, the funnest outcome to root for might be Super Bowl exact result, and you go Bengals to beat the Niners. That's plus 2,000, Ryan. Well, Hedgerooski.
You have to. You kind of have to think about if the NFL was fixed factor. I always think about that before I make bets in the playoffs. Yeah. And they would never allow that. So they would potentially allow the Bengals to get in because Joey Beats is the hot young star.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him.
Jamar Chase.
He's like got big time TikTok energy.
Oh
Um,
wow. Wow.
so you know that's worth it to them. But they would have to have the LA team on the other side, um, in like Matt Stafford. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. I'm not saying the NFL is fixed, but I just don't want to be a victim if it is.
Well, let's entertain that. If the NFL was fixed, what would be the exact result for this Super Bowl? What's the Super Bowl result that crooked Ed Hockley has been sent to deliver? Not,
Um,
not. We speak merely in hypotheticals here.
look,
I want to make that clear to
let
Ed
me
and
just
his family and friends. We
let me
we
just
love
say
you,
this:
Ed.
you can't spell crooked without Ed.
And again, Ed, we're merely pointing out grammar here. No one's accusing anyone of anything.
No one is accusing
Um,
anyone of anything. This reminds me of the time that Henry and I almost accidentally doxed a ref on
well,
the Buffs
okay.
post-game show. I was very worried that what we were doing was going to lead to him being doxed at the very least.
Oh,
It didn't, thank God.
thank God.
Anyways, um, if the NFL's fixed, it would be um, Chiefs Rams. Chiefs win.
Plus 250. Shortest odds on the exact results, but very nice. You go into Super Bowl 56 futures there, yeah, and it's going to be the exact result tab, which is the very next one. Mahomes plus 175 to win Super Bowl MVP. No one wants to hear it, but I'm just saying, like, seems like tremendous value. If you wait a week, that plus 175 all of a sudden is going to be minus 125. So I am
Fair enough.
merely telling you something to jump on while you still can.
Should I just emotionally hedge the whole account on the Chiefs? That might be worth
I
it.
mean, I don't know about the whole account. You did seem really sad that you didn't emotionally hedge hard enough
Yep,
on the
did
Chiefs
not.
in that last game.
But the problem is you're gonna have to take the money line. What's the money line right now? I can't. Well, let
Oh,
me check. The
the
Chiefs
money
money
line
line this weekend.
minus 350
Yeah, exactly. So how am I going to be able to emotionally hedge that?
by getting into all these specials.
That is true, but emotionally hedges have to be a perfect science. You can't be leaving things up to risk. It's why you
Ryan,
can't emotionally hedge on the spread
well,
because there's a
that
chance you
is
could lose
true.
your money and your happiness.
That is so true. An emotional hedge is really built in to where I win no matter what.
Yes,
I
that's
win
the
no
point.
matter what. This, though, is kind of an emotional hedge double up. So you've already emotionally hedged for the Super Bowl, Ryan.
Well,
You
Henry
know?
brings up a really good point. Maybe you sit on it and you have to live with the chance that this doesn't happen, but you wait until Joey Beats and the boys get a
Right.
7-point lead or something, then you jump in. Also, I think I'm the only person who calls him Joey Beats, but I'm gonna stick with that. Um,
Okay. Okay.
last thing I want to talk about here, Dre, unless there was something else you wanted to get to in the
That's a
DoD.
great one, Mike Trout. That's a great one. No, I could go over other specials, but
All right.
you just talked about Joey Beats throwing a bunch of touchdowns. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd each over 50 plus receiving yards. If you remember that first meeting, they lit them up. Chiefs don't have corners to line up with these guys,
I know,
Ryan.
but it's just gonna be Jamar Chase all day, just
Yeah,
like
and
last time, like
you
287 receiving yards or whatever he had.
you do worry that he's also going to get lit up a little bit. Joey
Yep.
Beats, that is.
Yeah, you definitely worry about that after he suffered 9 sacks last week.
Yeah, that was rough.
So there's one Colorado game tonight that we have not talked about. We might as well be talking about it on tomorrow's show. It starts so late. 9 p.m. tip. Buffs at Washington, and their cursed floor. So everyone like touch wood, pray to whatever gods that you believe in, that everything will
Oh
be okay
no.
because their floor is the worst floor ever. Um,
Oh
that
no.
being said, Buffs minus 2.5 should handle this game. They should handle this game, but I don't trust really anything on the road in college basketball. I kind of wish this was a bigger spread because then I would use my my old adage that I've been using with the Buffs that every game is going to be close no matter who they're playing, which is pretty much added
Uh-huh.
up in every game this year except for maybe a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's not. I mean, the spread already indicates that it'll be a close game. I like the Buffs in this one. I would probably just tell you to take the money line, but I'll be honest, my confidence meter is at like a 3.
This sounds like a perfect emotional hedge opportunity with a nice plus 120 on them dogs. I'm just saying, Ryan. Also,
You're
where are we
right.
leaning on a first half spread? Low scoring? I think a little rusty, a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
kind of
Oh,
a
great.
damp first half in the Pacific Northwest. Oh
I
boy, Ryan,
lost the
what's
game,
happening?
and now I have to scroll through 478 college basketball games to find it again. All right, I got it.
Cool. Look at our screen. Yeah, he has got you.
Well, I'm trying. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Um, I like the under in the game. There's my pick of the night.
Boom.
Under
Take it
125. It's gonna be
to the
Clank
bank.
City. Henry, if you're still with us,
Oh,
uh,
he's still with us.
hit us with your pick of the game because I think that's all we have here today,
Yeah,
Trey.
and Henry, by the way, is in on El Salvador. What was it? What was it, Henry? At plus 1,000 El Salvador to win or tie. So
No,
that's
that's
his
El Salvador
tie
money
no bet.
line plus 1100.
Jeez.
High no bet.
Okay. That's seems rude, but whatever.
You could probably get the double chance at like plus 400 where it's tie or win.
That's right. That's right. Yep. I wanted to just see the oh, here's what I really think, and the homies all love this. The NHL specials, the highest scoring game of the night,
Oh, you love
really
these.
feeling Devils at Lightning plus 650. Lightning are due to light some teams up. Devils, a nice young offense, but backup to the backup in goal. So they'll be horrendous. It's gonna be great.
All right.
Henry says
Um,
I'm in on the spread, I think. I don't know if that
so
popped up on the screen.
that's he's got about as much confidence as I do in that pick. Um,
Emotional hedge time. Dogs.
Trey, I'm gonna try to get a nap in
It's a great
because
idea. Great idea.
I have heard the name Los Dos Portrillos too much over the last 2 days to not eat dinner there tonight. So I'm going. You're actually
Wow.
invited. The PHNX homies are coming too. Um,
Wow.
I need Los Dos in my life tonight, but I also need to recharge my batteries. So I think that's the plan. It's
Oh
gonna be a
man,
big night.
I've got a couple Littleton locations. That's gorgeous. Love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're killing it out there.
Love
So
this.
yeah,
Love this.
Molcajete on the way for me. That's
Nice.
gonna do it
Nice.
for us today. Shouts to everyone for tuning in. Go get your winners, and we'll catch you tomorrow.